such a pleasure to have Hero Daniel with us. He's a TV host, compare, funny man, lot of the games, and so much more in the making. Hello, Hero.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I think I like the funny parts, you know. Yeah, much more than, you know.
All the rest, right? Because we already have the ching ching, ching ching, ching ching coming in. So,
yes.
How have you been? What's going
Good.
on?
A bit stressed.
You look it.
Oh yeah, but I hope you can't see it. Because I have a lot of my girlfriends watching right now.
Right,
so yeah, I don't want them to dump me after the show. So, yeah.
Don't worry. I don't think they would. I don't think they would. So tell us, you have this huge project coming on soon. Hero Daniel's Live with Friends. How's that coming on? How's preparations for it? Tell us about it.
Okay, so yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm stressed, but in a good way. So yeah, we've been rehearsing back to back. It's my first one-man comedy show.
Yeah.
I've been doing stand-up for 4 years now, so I finally felt it was time for me to sort of, you know, introduce my brand to the world as a comedian. Yeah. So a lot of people know me as a television host, as a content creator.
Exactly.
So, and I'm like, I've been doing the stand-up comedy thing, you know, for years now. So I do the comedy clubs, I do the small events, all leading up to the big stage. You know what I mean? Preparation is very key. I didn't just want to just sort of enter the industry. I didn't want to be mediocre. I needed to find myself. I needed to find my style, and that's exactly what I've done.
All right. So the thing is, to be honest, when I heard about your event, I was a bit surprised because I'm like, Hero Daniels is not a comedian. Yes, you do comedy skits, but making comedy skits and being a comedian, I believe, are two different things. Because I've heard comedians say, "Oh, I know I'm not an online Instagram skit maker." You get so I just pegged you as an Instagram skit maker, and you know, to find out that you've actually been doing comedy for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, tell us what gave birth to, you know, that part of you as a comedian.
I've always been a comedian all my life. So I have not just taken it seriously.
Okay.
I have not just monetized it. I have not just said, you know what, I'm going to make this a money spinner for me. So TV has been kind to me. So I always get, oh, Hero, we have this gig for you and we have this amount of money for you. And then there's supper in the country. You have to go for what's paying you. You know, so, but like I said earlier, you know, comedy was more or less like a hobby for me, something I just do with my friends, you know, go to the small comedy clubs. But I decided to just, you know, make it a proper brand.
Okay.
And then stand-up comedy is different from skits making, you know. So when stand-up comedians say I'm not a skit maker, it's just for you to know the difference, because a lot of people, you know, think that, oh, if you can do skits, you can do stand-up. They're two different things.
Exactly.
You know, when you're doing stand-up comedy, it's like it's a live examination. You're writing the examination, and people are marking you.
Exactly.
So if they don't laugh, then you're not probably doing well.
That's what motivates you as a comedian.
Exactly. So it's live feedback, and trust me, the thrill is second to none. It's literally the holy grail of comedy.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, making people laugh. And you do your setup, have your punchline, and they laugh. Trust me.
Now let's talk about international comedians. I mean, I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of international comedy, to be honest. Yes, so I hear a lot of black people do comedy, but if a white person steps on stage, I'm like, it's not painting racist at all. Yeah, but if there's any comedian on that level that you'd like to work with or collaborate with, who would it be?
I think every single comedian now wants to collaborate with Dave Chappelle. He's like the godfather of comedy now,
right?
But my brand is more likened to Joe Coy. There's this Asian comedian. He's not so popular. He's popular, but not so popular over here. Okay. So yeah, Joe Coy is someone I really want, because I feel there's a lot I have in common with him.
Interesting. Yeah. All right, so yeah, we've heard enough comedy. You know, period. Now let's talk about you personally, and how's it been? There was some those gist going around, speculations here and there in the air, you know, about your relationship with your father. Tell us about that.
Oh, well, my father is my father. Yeah. For starters, my best friend, he's my guy. He's more my guy than my father. You know what I mean? He's someone I just...
good relationship.
Yes, a fantastic relationship. So, yeah, my safe space. And, Yeah, he's very excited about the projects too,
Okay.
and you know he's doing all he can to make sure he supports me.
Okay.
And then by next year, I'll be bringing him to Lagos for my next show.
Oh,
you know.
fantastic!
He has more fans than I do.
So it's going to be like a father-son comedy. That's just going to be great.
Yeah.
Great.
So, yeah.
All right. So now, if you were to I know this does not in any way, I'm not in any way trying to put you in a tight spot here.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
But
I can
if you were to
take
compare your comedy skills to that of your dad, who would you say is funnier?
He's funnier. He's way funnier. Like, I can't even compete. Like, he's a natural.
Okay.
You know, he doesn't even stress it. I have to write jokes. He doesn't have to write jokes.
So do you think that you got some of those straight from him, or it was something, or did you feel somewhat, compelled or under somewhat kind of pressure that, because your dad, does it, or in that line, you also you need to do it? Okay, so my dad does not do comedy professionally. He's actually an engineer, and he's a professor in the school. So, like, he's a serious academic. Like, he's an academician. Like, in total. So he just does comedy. It's because I just compel him to, like, oh, let's do this, let's do that, and then he just sort of steps up to the moment. Yeah, okay. So first of all, he never actually wanted me to be a comedian. The first time I told him I wanted to be a comedian, he looked at me and was like, that's the first joke, right? Because he didn't know it was real, you know what I mean? So, yeah. He supports me now, but I mean, no African parents really want their kids to be a comedian. I understand.
But now that it's a major money spinner,
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, great. Tell us about that. Because I've always been like, I know that, so there's the Instagram reality, and then there's real reality.
Comedians are some of the most paid talents in the country.
Okay.
I can't even...
Is that why you wanted to go into it?
Money?
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the reasons.
Okay.
Yes. You want me to say, oh, it's passion. Oh, I'm so passionate about it. And that's why, oh, come on. Yeah, money is really part of it. I'm just kidding. It's passion.
It's not passion,
It's passion. It's passion.
All right. Yeah, so I have enjoyed a couple of your mock skits with this particular character where we're watching right now.
Yeah, that's us impersonating P-Square.
And I actually, why P-Square though?
Well, we're passionate fans, even though that rude boy blocked us. But now that they are back, we're hoping that, please, you should use your church mind, unblock us, me and Nexto. So, because when we started the whole P-Square skits, it's just passionate fans making content about their favorite duo and trying to make sure they come back. And I think we achieved our mission. So now P-Square is back. So P-Square.
Well, really, was that the initial motive?
Yeah, of course.
Was that the plan? Did you guys sit down while you were, planning, all of the, skits, while you guys were putting that together? Was that intentional to, bring them together after that? The
storylines, everything. Oh, we did a skit on Miss You Die. We're telling each other we miss each other, and we can't wait to come back. We had another session. So it was, if you follow the storyline, if you follow the series of the skits, it was all leading up to, like, a makeup, and it finally happened. So,
all right, so are you happy about that? Did you actually think that they were going to come back?
I didn't. I think it was a shocker. It was a huge shocker for everybody.
Okay.
I also feel like they also needed to make December money. You understand? Especially now that Davido just said, hey, send me 1 million. Everybody was just sending me 1 million. They said, nah, Peter, Paul, now let's come back together, and let's make the money.
I would like to also, let's check out some of your videos, and then we'll get right back to it. Let's watch this.
So you and I can start again. Straight to the charts, just you and I. Brother, no they cry. Can't you see? You are sent from above my abdomen, and I borrow your kidney. Is it joke? Is it joke? I don't know what my tummy is feeling. Now you drop this big mess. Your forgiveness.
Nice.
Gracias.
Who puts together the lyrics?
Nexto is a creative genius. He's a producer. He's an artist. Yeah, so Nexto is Brilliant.
All right. Wishing you all the best. Next, we'll be performing at your comedy show, right?
Of course. We have a beat we're doing on P-Square too.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
Yeah,
Looking forward to that. Thank you so much for being here, Iro.
Thank you so much for having me. And thank you so much for the support.
And hopefully we'll see you on Netflix next, right?
I mean, if they can pay me, why not?
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm media hot now.
All right. We got to go now. Let's go on a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.